Karine. The White House keeps saying that Republicans are manufacturing a crisis by refusing to do a clean bill to raise the debt limit. Right now, the nation's debt exceeds 100% of its GDP. This has happened twice in U.S. history, once during World War II and once now over the last couple of years. How is it not a crisis when the country literally owes more than it's worth?
You should ask the Speaker this question. This is his job. This is his constitutional duty to move forward and get the debt limit done. That is a question for him. They are the legislative, it is a co-equal branch, as you know. They are the legislative body, and this is what they're supposed to do. That is a question, seriously, that is a question for the Speaker and the MAGA Republicans who are literally holding our economy hostage. I have to move on. I promise to take one more.
I'll take a crisis.
I'll take one more.
The debt is a crisis.
Thank you, Karine.
Thanks, Karine. Vice President Harris was not in the room last week when the president met with McCarthy and congressional leaders, but she will be there today. Can you tell us why she's part of this meeting and the role she's playing, and whether or not she's going to step in over the next couple of days when the president's traveling overseas, take on a bigger role in his absence?
So, look, the Vice President, this is not about the president's trip to Asia. So just want to be very clear. This is, and I said this last week, she has been a partner in this. She has been consulted multiple times on the budget, on preventing default. This is something that the president clearly respects her view. And for this meeting, he wants her to be part of this meeting so they can continue to consult. But now, of course, she'll be part of the meeting with the 4 congressional meetings. Look, he wants her input in this, and that's what we're going to see with this meeting today.
You've said that the White House isn't negotiating over raising the debt ceiling, but the president and his team have been actively negotiating with Republican congressional leaders over spending. They're rushing to get a deal before June 1. How is that not negotiating over default?
The way that we see these conversations, and we continue to be clear, default is not negotiable. It should be done without conditions. That has not changed with us. That have occurred.
That wouldn't be happening till September, right?
Look,
so what is the time pressure on doing negotiations now over spending?
Look, there are many examples of simultaneous conversations on spending and preventing default. That is nothing new. What we're saying is that they should not connect the two, that they should get the job done, and that we're going to have the conversation about budget, and we're going to continue to say, hold the line here and be really, really firm and say that negotiating on default is not an option. And so that's what the president has said. You've heard from him directly over the...
What is the White House's response to concerns already expressed from progressive Democrats that President Biden is giving too many concessions and debt ceiling talks with Republicans? Zeke noted the consideration of expanded work requirements for some federal aid, future spending caps on discretionary funds that has been discussed, as well as permit reform. All this we're hearing is coming out of these debt ceiling talks.
This is a president has been around the block a few times, right? When you think about negotiations, he knows how to make deals. He knows how this works, and there's no one more experienced in knowing how to get this done. And if you look at the record of this president, if you think about the Inflation Reduction Act of the last 2 years, you think